All right. Hi, welcome to the Headphones On podcast, where today we are gonna tier Universal Studios Orlando rides. So last week we did the Disney World rides for all four parks. This week we're going to the evil competitor down the
Rival.
street. So this has way less ride. Like
Much
right
less
off the
rides.
bat. So we'll probably be able to talk about our experiences on them a lot more. And to be honest, I personally have more stories on these rides of them breaking down and having 10 trillion problems. But let's start with our first one. First one, E.T.
A classic.
at Universal
It's
Studios.
classic. Doesn't
Creepy.
mean that's great.
Very fucking creepy.
It's a good ride. I enjoy that ride.
It's an okay ride
Nah,
for what it is.
One of the best
but they
cues.
say your name.
You're right.
One of the best cues for any ride ever.
Yeah,
You're
that's
absolutely-
true.
The
You're
cues
absolutely
Very
right.
true.
Because I don't know, maybe back in the day they needed all that lines, but
It just
It
has-
still fills up.
mhm.
it doesn't.
It really does though.
We always ride this ride 5 minutes before the park closes.
Yeah,
every
That's
time.
the last one.
It's always like,
Every time.
well, we rode everything else. Let's go to E.T.'s world and fucking get haunted.
We're tired.
for all of eternity. This ride used to scare the shit out of me as a kid.
But for me, I'd probably put it at a B tier.
Oh, so you're like a lot more like easy, not easy on it, but like you like it a lot more.
D.
Yeah.
You're going D.
I'm going to D. I don't care for that ride at all. I'm only riding it because you're like, yo, there's like you said, 5 minutes left. Fuck it, let's go.
Yeah.
I would
but
say-
it's still worth it.
It was funny because when I was a kid and I sat in the front, I didn't know E.T. popped out of the bike, like in the front.
Yeah.
So we were going over the moon, and all of a sudden he's like, "Oh, E.T. phone home," and I was just like, "The fuck!" It literally scared the shit out of me. I like the whole bike aesthetic of it, like
Yeah.
you hopping on the
Yeah.
bike. I'm gonna go between you guys. I'm gonna go C. I think it's like a solid, like good family ride, but it's also creepy as hell, and it goes way off where the movie left off because the movie left off of him going home. This one was like, no, we'll show you everything.
We'll,
Yeah.
we'll really show you home.
It really makes you realize, did I really want to see everything? Because it feels like you just took 10 shrooms and just
Yeah,
took
his
acid,
world,
and then-
his planet should be destroyed.
So
Yeah.
this shit is can't do.
Yeah.
so C tier.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
that's
would
fine.
say C here.
That's fine.
That's
C.
fine.
Not too low, not too high. So,
Up next we have Popeyes, the water ride.
mm.
All right. It's doing its job. If you're going there for a water ride, you're getting wet.
It does.
It-
That ride is single handedly the reason why I hate water rides.
Because if you just want to get fucking railed, you're right.
you're gonna get your money's worth. in
Yeah,
Popeyes.
no, definitely. When I was a kid, I was probably like 12, 13. I remember we went in like December. It was during Christmas break. We went to Universal and Islands of Adventure, and we rode Dudley Do-Rights, and they sat me in the front row, and then all the water from the front of the boat just spills onto the person in the front row, and I'm like, okay, cool, I'm wet, but it wasn't too bad. I could manage. And then we went straight onto Popeyes, and that just soaked me from head to toe.
Mhm.
And my mom refused to like buy me a change of clothes or anything, so I was soaked head to toe. Wouldn't even get me like the little
The
clothes
heater thing?
dryers,
Yeah.
that don't really work, but at least it's something.
Yeah.
Nothing. So
Which
it
is
was cold
expensive,
out.
too.
The
I
pe-
was
the
soaked
people
from
dryer.
head to toe. I was miserable. They're like, "Oh, you're gonna dry off in a couple hours." Never dried off. I ended up having to buy a jacket, like beg for a jacket, and that's all I got. I still had freezing wet shoes, like pants, everything, and I got like insanely sick after that. So I'm never doing water rides again.
I love it just because I like when there's the person who's talking shit on the rafters, like, "Oh, you got wet," and then they get fucking destroyed.
Yup.
And then you're just like, there you go. And then they get shot in the face by the assholes up top. What's worse is when you're the person who's talking shit, or you're the person who gets wet and destroyed, and then you just keep getting completely obliterated.
Yup.
And then they when they shoot down on you with the fucking water guns, and everyone's just looking at you like, after a while, they just feel bad for you. They're
Yeah.
just like, yo, well, You need something? You need a towel?
Don't worry, I'll skip you. Don't worry, you good. You had enough damage on you.
I personally really enjoy it. Despite, I just wouldn't recommend like going at the winter time, but during the summertime, especially when it's hot as shit and you're waiting in like the Harry Potter line for Hagrid. Which does this have Hagrid on it? If not, we'll just add it. But it's a good summertime ride, and
it doesn't.
I thoroughly enjoy it. So I would say, for me, the lowest, which you're probably gonna put it in anyway, or maybe not, maybe lower. I will go B.
I will also go B.
I think it's a
Because
solid B.
I'm not as huge as I don't hate it like Carlos.
Agree.
But for me, it's doing its job what it's supposed to be doing.
It does its job too
yeah.
well.
Yeah, you're right.
It's gonna get
You're absolutely right.
an A+ in school for that. So I would say B because I think it's a lot of fun.
All right.
Way better than that shitty River Rapids and fucking
B
Animal
it
Kingdom.
goes.
Actually does something.
All right. And up next, we have Shrek 4D. RIP that ride. It will be.
The Lord and Savior.
Shrek is a classic.
I really like that ride.
Yeah, I love that ride. The queue was always super fun. I think it needed an update. I don't know if I would have shut it down, but I guess, it's
I wouldn't have shut it down, but did they build anything on top of it?
well, it just shut down earlier this year, so I don't know what they're doing.
It's okay, so we don't know exactly what they're doing yet.
Yeah, but I know they auctioned off like all the set pieces and stuff, and it was they ruin everything good.
I'm a little lower on this one, but I do think it's the better version of It's Tough to Be a Bug. They're like the same thing.
Yeah, it's way better. It's tough to
Oh,
be a bug.
I like it better, but
It's not just better. It's like way better.
But I mean, I can't ride it because it got deleted. But I would rather ride this than It's Tough to Be a Bug.
I'd say this is probably in between C and B tier for me.
I go C
That's perfectly
That's
fine
fine.
with me.
because we never ride it whenever we go there. So
Yeah.
well, now we can't.
But
Now we have excuse why.
up next we have another classic, good old Spider-Man. That ride. I don't like waiting in line for it. It's always super long, and I feel like the reward is not as like
I mean, the
satisfying.
the last couple times you went on it, they
It's only been like 40 minutes for me.
it would say 40 minutes, but we would hop on the ride in like 15. That was the last like 3 times we went there.
Maybe, I don't know. But every time I go, the line is super long, and it's like outside the building, and I don't feel like waiting for it. But I mean, in terms of the ride, even like the original, before they updated it with the 3D and all that, I mean, it was super good. It was like kind of like, I want to say almost like revolutionary, because I don't think there's like another ride like that where you moved around and moved you up and moving through like different sets like that. But I feel like it's a little bit boring compared to some of the other stuff that they have now.
Carlos,
but I mean,
gonna get a shot.
it's still a classic ride, and I mean, it's like a must do whenever you're there. So
Is it because it's
can't
like simulation kind of deal.
it just feels a little outdated for me. Like a lot of like
outdated.
yeah, and like I've done it so many times that like the effects kind of like don't do anything for me. So
What about you, Juan?
I personally really like it.
I mean, I still really like it and I enjoy it. I mean, like I said, it's a classic ride, and to me, it helped kind of like I don't want to say make a name for Universal, but like give them an opportunity to be like, hey, we can create rides. Like
That's always
pretty
been
much-
the ride that you always have to go to when you go to Universal.
yeah,
Which is why like it should
No,
be like
I
on
agree.
the upper part.
I
because
agree,
no
but
matter what
I
it says,
think
you
it
always
needs-
go to it.
I
Everyone
still
goes to
think
it.
it's outdated and needs a little bit of a refresh, regardless. But I think that's like I was saying, the ride that put kind of like Universal on a playing field where they could compete with some of the Disney rides in terms of like set design and whatever. But I think it's a little outdated. They should update it, but it's still a classic nonetheless. This would probably be a high B or a low A for me.
What about you?
Give or take, I'll probably be more lenient to probably A, but I wouldn't be crazy if it put it on B.
I personally
I-
say B.
I am S tier all day, boy. This is one of my favorite rides in the entire both parks. I love all the parts about it. I love Spider-Man fighting all the different villains like Hobgoblin and Doc Ock and all that stuff. I think it's personally really cool. I love when Hobgoblin throws his fucking pumpkin grenade and you see the fire come out the wall. And there's so many classic moments where like I've ridden the ride so many times. I know it like the back of my like hand. So like for me, I love it. It's S tier to me. It's a classic, but like a good classic and the best motion simulator that they have. Like I would way rather ride Spider-Man than Transformers, which is just a carbon copy of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would rather ride that than Kong, which is ass in my opinion.
Yup.
So
kinda
I would
like
settle
Kong.
for an A if you guys want to do A. But to me,
I'll
it's
do
S.
A.
It's S.
It's not S tier.
Yeah, it's
but
not
it's
S tier
A.
for me, but it's an A.
All my
um,
Spider-Man fans, come on.
Nope.
Yo, we
We
love
out here.
Spider-Man.
Nope.
It's still remember. End of the day, it's still a simulation though.
I think it's the best simulation out of between that and does Disney have a lot of simulators? They have a couple, but,
Yeah.
but I like it better than those too. So
Up next we got Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey.
the weirdest ride in the fucking world. This ride is so weird. When you look at how it operates and everything, and you really think about what you're on, it is so.
That's the
fucking
capsule
weird.
one, right? When you
It's the one where you're in like you're sitting down and like kind of they make you fly and you're like
yeah, and like the spider comes out.
the
and
spider,
Yeah,
the
Yep.
mentors,
Yeah,
you go
yeah,
to
yeah.
Chamber of Secrets, all that stuff.
Mhm. I remember the first when we rode the first time when it was like brand new.
Yeah, same.
I had to wait 3 to 4
Brand
hours
new.
for it.
Yeah, when my my family came when it first opened up, and their main thing was Harry Potter.
Mhm.
So we sat in that line probably about 4 hours, 3.5 to 4 hours waiting for it.
Not
Not
worth
worth
it.
it.
No.
Nope.
No, I mean to be honest, no ride is worth 3 to 4 hours to wait.
The only thing I would give Forbidden Journey when I waited the 3 hours is when you first when you got through the front part of the castle and you got to the part where you're in like the kind of like botanical gardens
Yeah.
thing. At the beginning of it, since the line was so fucking long, they had someone serving butterbeer and drinks and stuff. So at least you would get a drink. The bad thing is you're there for 4 hours, so you have to fucking pee.
Yeah.
And then when you got inside the castle and you have Dumbledore and you have Harry, Hermione, and fucking Ron trying to talk to you, you're like, hurry the fuck up. I gotta fucking piss, please. I think the queue when you get inside the castle, fucking dope as hell. I think it's really
Yeah.
cool. You see
Agreed.
the Triwizard Cup and all that stuff. I like the moving portraits and stuff like in the movies and the books. The ride is long, which is cool. It's really fucking weird. I like the animatronics, the spiders. Every time our friend Tyler rides it, it scares him shitless. Like he does not like he has to close his eyes. And they put you like
Right
move you
next to
like-
it.
this is the spider.
You
It's,
could
like,
literally
right
touch
there.
the spider.
It's
It's that
breathing
close.
on you. And all that stuff I really like. But to me, this is a B. Like
Yeah, I'm
not gonna wait an hour for it.
I'm not a
but
huge fan of it.
I'll wait like 30 for it.
Yeah, I'm fine with High Sierra Lobby, honestly.
think- no, I
and
would
I'm
put a
gonna
C.
get, I'm gonna get shot for that.
You said you would?
No, I wouldn't. I'll put it at a B.
Mm.
I would get shot for that. But
If
I
you're telling me
yeah.
which one I rather do, Spider-Man or Harry Potter, I'll do Spider-Man. But I think that also the ways is down is like you said the wait time. I've never seen that ride less than Spider-Man's, and to me
It's-
Spider-Man's better.
For
So
the past couple of times, Forbidden Journey was less than Spider-Man.
no,
We went like we
Yeah.
only waited for like 15, 20 minutes
yeah,
'Cause
it's
every-
actually been pretty low recently.
because everyone tried to get on Hagrid. Remember?
yeah.
So like
Harry
no
came
one's
out, but-
riding Forbidden Journey as much now.
So up next we have Race Through New York with Jimmy Fallon. That ride I know where it belongs.
So I always, every single time in that damn park, always try to go on it, and this man always stops me from riding that ride. I've never been able to ride that ride because he always
you're not
stops me.
missing out on much.
Oh, you rode it. Okay.
Yeah, you are not missing out on anything actually.
What is it exactly? Is it a simulator?
So, do you remember like the Jimmy Neutron ride?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exactly that, but with Jimmy Fallon.
That
Like
sounds-
they
that sounds
didn't
great.
change it. It's just the big theater with like all the rooms and it like moves around and you're having a pod race, like a Star Wars pod race with Jimmy Fallon through
That
New
sounds
York.
fantastic.
It is not. It would be cooler if it was like in a simulator or in something smaller, but you're in that little rinky dink ass theater and like the seats barely move and It's not that good. I'd probably go D tier for this.
That's fine. You can put it now.
I mean, you're the only one who wrote it since
Oh.
this man didn't let me.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Mm.
Flight of the Hippogriff.
This is a kid's coaster, an Onzo adventure. I like this one. It's basically back in the day. It was the flying unicorn, I think. And they reskinned it. I like it. It's a perfectly fine. It's very bumpy as shit. And the last time we rode it, because our friend Robert wanted to ride it, and we rode it, and I was cramped the fuck in. But once again, it's for kids. But it was fun for the 1 minute I rode it. I think as a kid's coaster, it's better than Woody Woodpecker.
Yeah.
So I would probably say Flight of the Hippogriff would be a C.
Yeah, that's fine.
I gone and forget.
I like I like the music for the queue.
And now we get to Mummy.
Oh,
That's
A.
Yeah.
I'm going
Honestly, I really fuck with the Mummy ride. You can't see shit.
Oh, I was gonna put it in S.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I don't know if I put it that way.
Yo, when you go, you have to do that ride.
Oh no, 100%. The main
Yes.
thing that holds it back, in my
It's a
opinion,
staple.
It is a staple.
Is it not?
No, I love the Mummy. The
You
Mummy is
never really
fantastic.
wait all that long in line.
No,
True.
The queue
Exactly.
the queue is cool. I love the movies. I love the ride. I like everything about it except for the outdated animatronics at the beginning.
But
That's-
oh my god, the one animatronic. Are you insane? Get out of here!
Yo,
It's
he's
real.
straight up
It's
doing the
real.
robot while he's saying you're gonna go to your doom.
Fucking
Like-
silence.
It's funny, but like I think that's the only thing holding it back for me.
Man, it does need a refresh,
and
but that ride is
I also my only other minor complaint is that when the roller coaster gets going, it lasts like not as long as I want it to be.
okay. A tier it
Wait,
is.
well, what are you?
No, I'm also A tier.
The funniest thing about the Mummy, where the last time we rode it, it was a day that it was storming outside. So I had to like pull teeth to get people to go with me to Universal. We finally go, and every ride broke down. It was like not the day to go. So
Yeah,
for the Mummy,
Because it's raining.
we got to the part where it was like, oh, this will be your doom, da 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 da, and it's about to shoot you up. And as soon as it was about to, we're like, ah, and then the ride broke down. And we sat there in the darkness for like 5 minutes, stuck on this ride. And yeah, I like how they got the cast for the movie with like Brendan Fraser and stuff like that. And I don't know, I by the cast I mean just Brendan Fraser.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's definitely like a mid to high A though.
Yeah,
Like it's definitely a fantastic ride. It's just it needs a little bit more oomph for it to be a S tier.
yeah.
yeah.
All right. So
Good ride.
Moving on, we got the carousel at the Dr. Seuss area.
I rode this like twice when I was a kid.
F.
Yeah, it's a carousel similar to the
It's-
Disney one.
Yeah.
Uh,
get out of my way.
I vote for D because it's based around obviously Dr. Seuss, so
I guess.
everything is
Oh
themed.
wow, really? F. It's their carousel. You ain't going.
No, yeah, but
I give it D.
The theme is actually really cool though. Like I like how you're riding a bunch of different animals from Dr. Seuss.
I give it D.
At least like it's better than just a regular boring carousel.
It's the same thing. It's just dressed.
Rocket roller coaster. Sorry, not rocket
No.
roller coaster. We don't talk about that.
The Rip Ride Rocket.
Rip Ride Rocket. I know what I'm talking about.
Yep, sure you do.
Never
S.
talk, never
Yeah,
talk to me
that's
about
S
that ever
tier
again.
for me.
Rocket
Yeah.
roller coaster is an S.
Yeah, it's an S easy.
That is the sketchiest fucking ride.
I don't think it's sketchy at all.
It is super sketchy. Last time we rode it, because when you go up, it like goes straight up, 90 degrees
Yeah.
up. So last time it was like.
It's like needs a push. Like, oh shit.
And when you're riding it, it feels like the track and like the cart that you're in are like grinding against each other, not in a good way. It feels like you're like, and it feels so weird. It feels like a weird carnival ride that you're riding that happens to do all the stuff that you don't want a carnival ride to do. But I like that though. I like how it feels kind of sketchy. It's like that dude who may or may not bring cocaine to the party. So, you know.
Okay.
You have a problem.
I-
I like that. I like that sketchiness. I like
danger.
the danger.
I think it's a good ride. It's sketchy. I like how there's the part where it drops you and then it goes back up. You do that weird loop with the twist in the middle of it, and then you go back up, and then they drop you again, and you go through the building and everything. All that stuff, great. It's scary as shit to me. That is easily like the ride that kind of gives me the most anxiety.
It's not that bad. Don't be a bitch.
Yeah,
fuck,
last
Carlos.
time you got off that ride, you were like about to spit fucking flames afterwards. Like you're literally just like, yes, let's fucking do it again, because you get so much anxiety from it. Like that's what I like about it. I like how you're
That's
just
adrenaline, not anxiety.
adrenaline. Sorry, I said anxiety, but you know what I meant.
Again,
all right?
never talk to me again about
Maybe
saying
it is
words
anxiety. Maybe I like that.
correct. Give me more anxiety.
All right.
Well, Juan, do you have any thoughts?
No, I mean
You didn't even say
you're basically hitting all the marks besides the sketchy creepy. I don't know about all that.
oh,
but-
shout out the secret songs too.
the what?
Oh, the secret songs that I never use. So the songs that are outdated as fuck. And
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
that's-
yeah, but I mean I'm not gonna fault it for that.
I will do better. It's one of your biggest rides. Also, I will say that the queue is fucking garbage, because every single fucking
Yeah.
time they keep looping the same fucking conversation over and over and over again. Add more stuff. Please update this fucking ride and make it less sketchy. At least to me, it's sketchy.
All right.
I thought you like it.
Well,
I do.
So-
But I also value my life.
yeah, that's fine. We got Doctor Doom's Fearfall.
I know my rating for this.
I know you hate it.
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't?
I like
I thought you didn't want to go on it.
No, I never want to go on it again. But I like it. I rode it 3 times, and those 3 times I had my fair share. And I would go B. I think it's a good ride.
Yeah.
But I never have the intention of going on it again.
I'm fine with A or B. I actually really like
A?
that ride.
No.
It's one of the things that's like a staple, because you see it from the highway, you see it from across the fucking city, you see the fucking 2 giant fucking towers of doom. I like it. It's just the last time, that is where I'll say anxiety.
Yeah.
My heart felt like it was gonna pop out of my
Yep.
fucking chest, and I was like, I can't do this anymore.
I
And-
just don't like those rides.
and-
Those drops. It's just not it.
Yeah, to me, this is way scarier than Tower of Terror, because
Well, yeah, because you're
when it shoots
actually
you up-
free falling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're not in like a big ass like box.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with B tier.
hmm
So up next we have the Simpsons Ride. All right.
Last time I went on that was in Grab Ash, so senior year.
Yeah. That was a ride that like I loved as a kid. Now I don't really care for it. I mean, the design is cool.
The queue is cool.
The queue is cool. The entire design is actually really
it's
cool.
really cool. Really.
The-
They definitely put stuff on it.
The queue
yeah.
is the best part.
Yeah, the ride is unfortunately like super outdated, and you know, I mean, it's the same thing that it was when it was Back to the Future, which
Mhm.
shout out Back to the Future.
When I was a kid, and I don't know if I'm the only person who felt this way, but like the way how big that fucking building is, I thought it was actually like a roller coaster, or like some type of actual like cart ride that you'll go through, and it's just a simulator thing. And I'm like, okay, it's just like a fuck ton of simulators in one building, and I was kind of disappointed by that.
Yeah. But with that being said, the ride is outdated. The ride itself is outdated. I actually don't know if they've upgraded anything on it, but I highly doubt it.
They
And the
don't-
Simpsons also look all weird because they're like in like 3D, and it's a little strange. But
I go D.
yeah, I'd personally go D.
No, I'll at least go C personally.
I can deal with
'Cause,
C.
Like, was it Wells is in D?
Jimmy Fallon
Exactly.
and the Carousel.
Exactly.
I guess I can
like,
give
come
you a C.
on, like putting in the same level as those two is not that bad.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't rode it the past like 7 times.
Yeah,
a
but
Yeah,
year.
Because
you wanted to
were-
put
you-
ET and D though.
Okay, when's the last time you went to a carousel?
Never.
Exactly.
Well, it's for kids though.
When's the last time you went to Jim Fallon?
I never rode it.
Exactly. So don't think that there's respect of the Simpsons.
The
At least
Simpsons
you
is
went
not
on
the-
it.
That's not the hill you should be dying on.
Hey,
right
I'm
now.
just trying to put it on
At
C,
all.
not a D. I'm just saying it does not belong in the dirt.
Yes,
All right.
it does.
Well-
Takes up way too much space for such a mediocre ass ride.
Well, moving on.
This ride you could throw in fucking F
Yeah.
if you want to.
Fast and Furious Supercharged. What a waste of money. What a waste of space. What a waste of a building. What a waste of a ride.
We literally ride
God.
it for it being a meme.
I love the queue though.
It's for family.
F for family.
Yeah, when he grabs the helicopter.
That's the best part. That's the
yeah,
best
I
part.
mean, I like the queue. It's cool because they got all like the car stuff and the RX-7, and they
Like
got like
easy F rank.
engines and stuff, stupid shit that I care about that no one else does.
And I enjoy seeing the different cars from like Tokyo Drift and the cars they use in Fast 5 and Fast 6. I love all of that stuff. Fast and Furious 1, Too Fast, Too Furious. I like Fast and Furious. I actually like the movies. But this ride was just a reskin of Kong, but like a somehow worse version of Kong. And it didn't need to exist.
Yeah, it doesn't need to exist. And
We-
if they
we
don't,
ride it every single time, though.
not every single time. Sometimes we do.
we do,
But,
we-
but-
We
have
ride
it-
it
we
every
have-
single time,
yes, we
Carlos.
have.
well,
To me, this could have been like a test track where they put you in like one of the cars and then
You're,
just
you're
drive
absolutely,
around. I
you're
think it would
absolutely
have
right.
been
It should,
so
it
much
should have been
better.
way better, but I
Yeah.
mean, it's funny.
It is funny. It sucks. I'll
I'm
put
put-
it in
I'm-
F. I put it in F.
yeah,
No.
I put it in F.
Yes.
You guys are crazy.
How?
It's an F tier ride. I'm sorry if you think it's
ride
any
it
better.
every single time you
Yes,
go there.
to make fun of it.
You have
Because
a
it's
ride that's
bad.
Make
higher.
fun of it.
Yeah, you have a ride that you've never gone higher. You have a carousel
Yes.
that's higher than
For
that
kids.
ride. That's
You can throw the
ridiculous.
carousel on F if you really want to. I don't care.
Yeah, I wanted
I
to
mean,
put the
yeah,
carousel on F.
I'm
For
not,
you to
there's
put
a
that
difference-
ride that
there's
you
a
have
difference
up
between
below.
me and you. I'm not dying on the hill of the carousel.
Again-
who gives a fuck about the carousel?
How are you going to put this ride that we ride every
Because it's
single
a
time
carbon
below?
copy of Kong. It's the same ride.
It is
over.
the same
It is
ride.
lazy. That's my point. Is why would I put it in D tier when it's the same ride? You can ride the same ride but better on Kong. At least you get a cool animatronic.
Yeah, Kong,
out of
Kong
it.
is not going to be in D
This
tier.
does nothing. You just sit there like an asshole.
Oh, I was gonna
Well, they
put
have-
Kong in F too. I think that ride's dog shit.
Well, they have-
You're going to put Kong in F tier too.
no,
Yeah.
I would put Kong in D because the animatronic for Kong himself is fucking dope as hell. That's the only good thing about that ride.
They disrespected Kong's name with that.
And the queue is really cool. For
Yeah,
Kong.
the queue's cool. I'll give you that.
You're going to put the two that you go every single time in the same fucking
No,
level.
just because I ride it every time, that doesn't mean that it's not ass.
Oh, it means something that
Yeah, that's-
I'm gonna go on
it's
it.
a 5-minute wait and no one's riding it.
To
And
be
then
fair,
to put-
to be completely fair, I've only been to Universal with you guys a handful of times. But when I go to Universal, I never get on Fast and Furious because there is no reason to. And if I do, it's because I can walk onto that
Yeah,
ride.
but exactly.
When you're not going with us, who you go with?
It's family.
You're gonna go Fast and Furious with your family.
Why not?
Yeah, why the fuck wouldn't I? It's a ride at the park that I'm paying to get
Yeah,
into.
You're not
It's
gonna
not
laugh.
It's not an F tier.
You're not gonna laugh with them. What are you gonna do? You want to go on roller coasters? That's it with your family.
Throw that shit in
My
F
family
tier.
doesn't even go on roller coasters, so joke's on you. I probably would do Fast and Furious over that.
It's literally, to me, it's just the fact that it's Universal being fucking lazy as hell.
I'm putting in a C.
C.
It's not a C tier.
It is not
You're
a C tier.
stupid.
I would way rather take E.T., even Shrek 4D.
Not even. I would
Flight
way
of the
rather
Hippogriff.
the Fast
I
and
don't
Furious
even
than
like the
ET.
Simpsons.
I'll move it to D, but I'm not budging from that.
That's fine. That's fine. It just
And it
doesn't
does
belong.
not, for the record, it does not belong in D tier.
No, it does not
So
belong
why are
there.
we putting it there?
No,
He got outvoted. F.
no, because my vote was higher, so
No,
it's
it's
in the
not
middle.
F. Put an F down.
All right. Just
That's
for
dumb.
saying your vote is
How is
higher,
that
you're
dumb?
getting
Throw the
demoted.
carousel
back.
on F2. Fuck it. Make him happy. Shut the fuck up.
No, you even have a Jimmy Fallon. You're gonna see at the end, and you
I
can
haven't wrote it,
it.
so I have no opinion on it. He
There's
wrote
a
it.
reason why you haven't wrote
He can
it.
throw that shit in F2. I don't care about these F tier rides you're talking about. Throw it in that shit in F. There's a reason why I never wanted to ride it anyway.
Yeah, but guess what?
I
You
think-
still ride the Fast and Furious ride though.
Yes, because
Way
it's a
more than every
5-minute
other thing.
wait. The Jimmy Fallon ride is like by like certain times that you can go on it. Like at least Fast and Furious is like 5
Yeah,
minutes.
that's the other annoying thing. It's got the virtual queue, so it's only like certain times that you can
Yeah.
go on it. It's dumb.
Oh, you talking about the
Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, the
yeah,
Jimmy Fallon ride.
Yeah.
At least Fast and Furious, it's 5 minutes. I get to look at the fucking cars from Tokyo Drift and I can move on with my life. So F.
dumb.
All right, now we got the Transformers ride.
D.
You're more generous than I am.
But you can throw it in F if you want to. I'm not dying on that hill.
Juan.
I'm putting. You're gonna leave it a D.
Okay. Well,
You're gonna leave it a D. You
That
guys,
settles
you guys
that.
are a little too
That's
ridiculous.
another carbon copy where
Yep.
it's literally
Carbon
a
copy of
carbon copy
Spider-Man.
of Spider-Man. It even has the part where at the end of Spider-Man where he catches you with the net, it's just Bumblebee catching you. It's the same fucking ride,
Yep.
which is why if you want to throw it in F, you can. I don't care.
yeah, no, I think it's,
Lazy as hell.
Yep. but I'm gonna leave it in D.
We're getting way more heated.
See, I'll be more. I'll be more like for you to put Transformers at F tier than the Fast and Furious, because you would never go under Transformers.
But
No,
because
I'm
the
sorry.
the queue is always super
Transformers is
long.
a
It's
little
always
bit better of a ride than
Transformers is
Fast and
always a 40-minute wait time for the same fucking ride we already rode with Spider-Man.
So that's why it should be on F tier compared to
no,
Fast
because
and
I would
Furious.
still rather ride Bumblebee than fucking Fast and
Nah.
Furious.
You know why?
I
I
actually
agree.
agree.
Because you always ride the Fast and Furious. You never ride the
Because it's a
Transformers.
5-minute wait.
You never ride the
I would rather ride
Transformers.
Bumblebee than fucking Kong.
Mm-mm.
Am I crazy?
You are crazy.
I'm not crazy.
Yeah.
I'd way rather ride that. I just don't feel like waiting 40 minutes
You always
for
say that
it.
we'll ride it, but you never actually do it.
Huh?
You never actually wait the time to ride the other rides. Even if it was
For
20
Bumblebee,
minutes.
no,
Oh god.
because I already rode it with Spider-Man. Why the fuck would I ride it twice? Why would I ride the same ride
Yeah.
twice? I rode it. It's the same ride. What was the last time you rode Transformers?
I can't remember the last time that I
4
rode
years?
Transformers, but I have a
More?
vivid memory of riding
Yeah.
Transformers because I rode it during Grad Bash when I went. And
Oh,
that's
damn. So
when,
it's been a hot minute for you then.
but I don't know if that's the last time that I rode.
Oh,
it.
okay.
But I remember Trey Songz was playing at my Grad Bash. Fucking Trey Songz.
Yeah, we got Pitbull though. Let's go.
And
It's a 305.
Trey Songz, when we were like waiting in line or like about to go in, he was singing "I'm about to die." you know that song?
I do.
Yeah. Well, we waited in line, got on the ride, and I swear to you, we got off, and I step outside, and I hear "I'm about to dive in." I'm like, dude, you're still diving in? Like, it's been like 30 minutes. What are you doing?
Yo, he's having a moment, all right?
He's running through his songs. All right.
He has to play the same song like 3 times.
Um,
Fucking trash. I've actually never rode this ride.
Was it?
it's just the spinning
Twirl.
alien thing at Simpsons.
No.
It's
I
like,
mean, you could put that in F tier since no one wrote it.
No, I'd rather not rank it than.
I don't think
Oh,
anyone's
that-
gonna die.
Oh,
on that hill.
that one you'll defend. All right.
I'm not defending it. Yo, fuck your stupid Bumblebee ride, right?
No,
Yeah,
I don't
I
give
don't
a
know
fuck
why
about
you're
that. It's
defending
by
that.
Fast and Furious. It should not be an F rank.
Why are you defending
Not.
that ride? Why are
You
you
not
defending
that
that
right.
ride?
Vin, you what?
For
You part of the
you to
family?
put AT in C rank, for that's a ride that
I would
we
way
only
rather ride
go.
AT.
That's
yeah.
a lot.
I'd
You
ri-
only go on it
yo.
when we're leaving. We're like,
Because
fuck it,
it's
rather-
right at the end of the park when you do the whole
Yeah.
loop. It's
you,
at the
you,
end.
And
you
then
Of
don't
also-
go for it. You're like,
and
fuck it, it's
And
there.
it also, that's what we
Because
do with
no
Fast
one-
and Furious. We do the same
No,
thing.
but
with
we do
Fast
that
and
in the middle of the day. That's
yeah,
the
because
difference.
that's how shit the ride is.
No,
There's no
we'll
wait
go.
at all. In the
We don't wait till
middle
the end of the
day.
fucking park and then oh yeah, I forgot about this. Like
Yo.
fuck it.
Oh god.
Yo, ET, I'd rather wait in the queue.
Yeah, if you're waiting more than 2 minutes in ET, you need
I'd
to get
rather
out.
wait in the queue for ET than ride Fast and Furious.
Go on. What's the other one besides the other
All
one?
right, so moving on, we got Harry Potter and
Gringotts.
the Escape from Gringotts.
The one with the dragon on
The
top of
dragon
the
on top?
bank.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I really like the ride. I don't know
That's
about
an
you
A
guys.
tier ride for me.
I'm not getting that.
Yeah,
I'm between a B and an A.
yeah, that's A tier.
I'm
for me.
more of a. The only reason why I might put it in a B is because how long it is. But I mean,
Yeah.
overall, it's not crazy long. So I'll probably stick to my guns and put it A rank.
And-
I think it's better than the Hogwarts ride, the Forbidden Journey ride.
Is that the carts?
That's
No,
the first one
That's
that
the
we
one with
did.
the spider
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
Yeah, Gringotts is much better. I like the queue. I think a little bit better.
The queue is better.
And I just like the ride design and just the style of the ride. It's more roller coastery, and I enjoy it. And I don't care for Harry Potter, and I still have a lot of fun riding that ride.
I'm fine with that. Just when it first came out, same thing, ridiculous lines and everything. But
Yeah.
going inside Gringotts Bank is really fucking cool. Like every time we always step inside of it, you always see so many people taking pictures of everything in there.
I have a
And
whole
the-
bunch of pictures in there.
Yeah,
when we
and-
first time we went.
The what's it called? The design, the animatronics for the like goblins and stuff are actually really
It's
cool.
really good.
All right. So up next we
Yeah,
got the
hells
Cat in the Hat.
Hells
The cat in the
yeah.
hat.
Hell yeah!
Hells yeah. I love the Cat in the Hat.
This is the fucking hill you're gonna die on.
Yes, this actually is the hill I will die on. Put it on the fucking record. Cat in the Hat is a classic.
It is a classic.
Every time I was a kid,
You say that word like it's supposed to mean like you're putting it above everything else just because it's a classic.
I'd put it in B tier.
You're fucking crazy, bro. You got me fucked up if you're gonna put Cat in the Hat in the same fucking rank as those two.
Yes,
yes,
B tier.
Fucking stupid.
Let's go, boys.
That's stupid as hell. You know damn well you're not gonna ride to that same level as the other rides.
I do. I ride it every time I go there. Every time when I went with my family when we were kids, we would always start with Cat in the Hat, and then we would work our way around to our final
I figure
ride
you're
being
growing up
Hulk.
by now.
No, I still love Cat in the Hat because it's a fever dream. It's weird. It's creepy. When you get stuck,
You should keep that in a C rank. It should not be a B.
Do you not remember where Dr. Seuss has all the
trust
stuff
me,
in his hand?
I vividly remember that ride.
Ooh.
That ride does not belong in a B tier at all.
It jerks you around. You get
At
spun
all.
around a lot.
The fucking worker there is like, oh shit, someone's coming in. All right, here.
There's never a line for it.
There's
so
a
you can-
fucking reason
you can
for
hop
it.
on it.
It's
There's a
criminally
reason.
underrated.
Underrated?
Super
No.
underrated.
People
Yes,
seen
I
it. They're
agree.
like, all right, well, I've done it once in my life. I'm done with it.
It needs an update, but I agree.
Underrated.
I would also throw it in B.
Hell yeah.
Crazy.
You'd rather ride Fast and Furious.
Then no, the Cat in the Hat. I'll put Cat in the Hat over
But
Fast
you put
and
it in
Furious.
C.
Yes, I will 100%. To me, that belongs exactly where E.T. and all the other ones. It does not belong
Welcome
where
to
every other one in B
bitch.
tier.
Welcome to how I felt during the Disney one because you guys kept shitting on the shit that I like.
The People Mover?
Yeah, that. The one where you just pass out? No, that. The
Yeah.
father. It's fucking.
Yeah, I don't pass out during the People Mover.
You know what I was thinking with the People Mover is like the people who are super tired. So like you're saying, they're passed out, and people are just dead on the ride.
That's Carlos.
Moving around Tomorrowland.
Yo.
I keep Cat in the Hat in B because it stood the test of time.
Yup. Respect
Did it? No one goes on it.
The Cat in the Hat is creepy as all hell in that ride.
Yeah, because they're not updating anything. It's creepy as hell because it's exactly how it was
All right.
80 years ago when it was made.
Silence.
Hit you with the Mummy.
All right. Up next, we got the Woody Woodpecker coaster.
My first roller coaster ever.
Hell yeah.
F.
What? You're just doing this to hurt me now.
No, I mean, if I was, it's a D for me.
Yeah, it's a
I just
D.
don't care like that.
It's like, yeah.
It's good. Yeah, I enjoy it. I mean, we rode it last time we went. It was good. I mean, we did that right
I
at
think
the
we wrote
end.
it just because of Robert's brother. He was like, fuck it.
I think Robert legitimately likes that ride. Like,
Oh, well,
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's a little bitch that doesn't like roller coasters.
No, he just doesn't like drops. I'm going to defend my boy right now. He just doesn't like the drops.
He doesn't like the Rip Red Rocket.
Oh, so he doesn't like any roller coaster.
So the Hogwarts Express.
Hogwarts Express. I find it hard to
That's the
rank
bike, right?
No,
No,
that's
that's
the train.
Hagrid. This is a train that takes you between the parks.
Oh, the train. Got you. Okay.
I
was
find it
confused
hard
with names.
to rank this just because it's
It's just. I mean, it's the train. It's a little bit cooler than just a regular train, I guess,
Mhm.
like in Disney.
yeah. I don't know. I'd
I wouldn't
probably.
even consider it a ride, though. To be honest with you, more
I
like
mean,
a
I guess.
transportation
I
thing.
mean, I guess for like Harry Potter fans, I can see why they'd be like.
Yeah, but
kinda-
you're not going on the ride just to go on the ride. You're going on the ride to go to the Hollywood Studios or Islands of Adventures.
Did you just say Hollywood Studios?
Oh, fuck, you're right. Universal Studios.
They're too similar.
I'd probably,
it's a
if I'm
cool-
being generous, I'd put it in C tier. But if not, D.
Yeah, if you say anything above a D.
Last time I got on it, the screen didn't work, so I didn't have
Oh,
anything I could hear.
Yeah, if your screen doesn't work, there's literally no point of the ride besides just going to your place.
I like it. I would also put it in C because similar to what he's saying, if you're a Harry Potter fan, when
D.
I first wrote it, I thought it was really cool going through King Cross Station, sorry, and then going on the train.
The station is really cool.
And then you're seeing this. It shows like has a screen that shows like you go into Hogwarts. You have the screens on the sides that show like the students in like outside of your door talking with each other.
It's a train.
The woman with the trolley and everything.
It's a train.
Yes,
It's
it
not
is a
even
train.
It's not even a ride. It's D.
You can put it in D. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fight against that.
Yeah, good.
All right.
I just think it's a cool experience for Harry Potter.
We're done with this.
Yeah.
We'll go to the next one.
You're really did that hurt about fucking Fast and Furious?
Dumb as hell. The disrespect up to family.
Is there
You
a tier
never put it.
below F?
Okay. Enough.
Silence.
Silence. Yep. Despicable Me, Minion, Mayhem.
Did I roll that right?
I never wrote it.
F tier.
Well, I guess
yeah.
I don't think I've ever ruined that ride. So
The queue is okay. Other than that, it is a kind of the same ride system as a Jimmy Fallon, and it's boring. Actually, Despicable Me is what replaced Jimmy Neutron. It wasn't Jimmy Fallon. Despicable Me replaced Jimmy Neutron. Then they built Jimmy Fallon and used the same exact thing.
I thought Jimmy Fallon took over Twister.
It did.
Yeah.
But it's not. They put in basically the same thing from the Jimmy Neutron ride. It's the same thing. Big stadium with the seats that move around. That's all it is. And that's why Jimmy Fallon had the potential to be so much better, and they fucked it up. They fucked it up.
Throw that shit in F.
No, it's still kind of fun.
But you have Fast and Furious and fucking bottom.
Yeah, because that's not fun.
That's a fucking lie. Every time you come out there, you laugh.
Yeah, because it's so
You had a
stupid.
good time.
Yeah. It's fucking trash.
And they literally have fans.
You ain't
blowing on
bored. You ain't bored though.
I am kind of.
But Despicable Me, F tier. That ride sucks. Get rid of it. Up next, we got Jurassic Park River Adventure.
Oh, that's like the Splash Mountain, right?
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah.
With Jurassic Park.
I'd probably put a B. Personally,
I'd also second the B.
I'd put it in B as well. The animatronic, the dinosaurs, when you first go into Jurassic Park or whatever, they're screaming to be put out of their misery.
The
like they are screaming, please fucking just stop.
My favorite thing is when it's like, welcome to Jurassic Park. It's like do 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 do. It opens the doors and everything like the movie, and then you see the Brachiosaurus. He's like,
yeah, he's dying.
Help!
Yeah, no, they like.
And it's sad because if you look at the one in Japan, you look at the one in California, it's themed around Jurassic World now. So it'll have you go through like a water tunnel, and it'll have like all these cool things and stuff. And this one is so fucking outdated. And I love the novelty of it. Don't get me wrong, but it's just
yeah. I still love it. I don't think it's a bad ride. But please update it. Do something. Jurassic World, or just update the animatronics. They are screaming to be put out of their misery. Like they don't work. They twitch half the fucking time. They're shaking uncontrollably.
I think when you go inside the building, when you see the Dilophosaurus and the T-Rex, it's better because it's dark, so you don't get to see. But I think the last time I saw the T-Rex, it was the same thing. He was like, you saw him, he's like, oh.
Yeah, they're struggling. Just update it. We don't care if it's closed. Actually, it closed for like a year or something, like a couple years back.
I remember it was closed for a bit. I didn't know why.
I thought they updated it, but nope, it's still the same.
I don't know what it was to close it, but I do remember they closed it for a bit.
The drop is great though. I love the drop. Really good.
Next we got one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. That's like the Aladdin Dumbo.
Yeah, but you get to squirt people.
Yeah.
Is that B rank for y'all?
It's D tier.
You want to make sure I didn't know if it was a classic or not.
I used to ride it when I was a kid.
Yeah, it's D tier. It's all right.
Yeah, I thought it in D.
When's the last time you guys rode on the ride?
Like
Probably
6 years ago.
Yeah.
6 years ago. So you were 22.
Mm-hmm.
You were 20. You're a grown man on that ride.
They play that song.
What song?
The one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. Duh. Be slapping.
Again, that's above the Fast and Furious.
Yes, actually, because at least you get to squirt people.
So this is the flying ride above Jurassic Park. Yeah. We can't ride that. That is literally a ride for kids.
I always been wanting to ride that, but I didn't know
even
about
when
that.
I was a kid, when I first went to Universal, they said I was too tall to ride it.
You can ride it if you have a kid. You can ride it with your
kid. If you have a kid, you can ride it. But I don't have a kid, and I was a kid, and they still told me no. They still said I was too tall to fucking ride it, and I was like 11 or 12.
That ain't no kid.
I would say C, because when I did ride it, I thought it was really cool.
But it looks cool. I wish I could
it looks really cool.
Enjoy it. You know what? I'm bumping it down to D tier because
they reject you.
Because they reject you. Don't have the fucking ride if you can't ride it.
You know what? Fuck you. Let me ride when I was a kid.
Just for that, D tier. Get the fuck out of my face.
That's fine.
All right. So up next, we got Men in Black. And I know where I stand on that. But I feel like no one's going to agree with me.
I'd go. I'd put it in C.
No, you're fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Where are you putting it?
I'm putting it in like B or A.
A for me, easily.
Okay.
okay.
I'm glad we're on the same page.
I never cared for the Men in Black ride.
You're
What?
dumb.
The whole
Get
ride.
wrecked.
I would way rather ride any of those B tier rides over Men
That's
in Black.
because you lose every time. Get wrecked.
He
No,
doesn't.
I actually
No,
won one
no,
time.
yeah.
Because I
One
cheated.
time.
When the machine
'Cause I
broke.
cheated. I was waiting for them to be like, press the button, and I was like,
Yeah, you and everyone else, buddy. But you gotta know where the secrets are, where you get the big points.
I'd rather ride River Adventure.
I like the ride. I
Harry
like the
Potter.
actual things inside of it. I like waiting, the whole wait room for it.
Yep.
I'd rather ride Popeye. Fucking
You'd rather ride that water ride than Men in Black.
I'm the opposite of you two.
Crazy.
I love water rides.
Trash.
A.
Trash.
B. Men in Black. I feel so fucking bad for the people at the gift shop who have to listen to "Here Comes the Men in Black" for fucking 15 hours a day.
Yeah,
On
there's
repeat.
way other worse shops, buddy.
Yo, I just realized this trash ass tier list has Hulk in here twice.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
what's next?
Hulk.
Well,
S.
Well,
S.
that's old Hulk. This is new Hulk.
new Hulk then, because I don't know what the
Uh,
fuck old Hulk
both
was.
of them are S. So
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
there's-
because old Hulk had like the things on the feet, right?
no, they're both the same.
Oh, it
yeah,
was?
it's the same. It's the same ride. They updated it and then they changed the launch tunnel. So the launch tunnel has like lights and shit.
Oh,
now,
okay.
and like updated music, and the queue is different. It's
And-
much newer.
And they updated the track. It's a brand new track too.
No, it's the same exact design.
They took it down.
Yeah,
No,
but
it's the same design.
yeah,
but
that's
mean,
what
like,
I
it's a
meant.
new
Like
track.
it's the same design, but like
yeah,
the new
they
track.
have newer things. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like you said, everyone. That's right. I don't see it
Out
like,
of every ride in Al's Adventure, this is like
Yeah.
the old faithful. I think Rip Ride Rocket is a more like you get your adrenaline pumping with that ride.
I don't know.
But at least for me, Incredible Hulk
the
doesn't
dream
make me,
anxiety.
Incredible Hulk doesn't do anything for me anymore. I rode it so many times that I don't have that adrenaline for it anymore. But the
Okay.
shootout is way better than like the shootout that you do in like Rock
Because
and Roller Coaster.
Hulk
and stuff.
is literally twisting you and stuff. Rip
Yeah.
Ride doesn't do that.
Up next we got Skull Island: Reign of Kong, and
That's the
we just
Kong
had
simulator, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
that is the Fast and Furious
Yeah.
copy.
Uh-huh.
No, Fast Furious is a
Yeah,
copy
I
of
know,
Kong.
but same thing. I know where I stand on that. I know you're gonna disagree with me, but
Say it with your chest.
F, bitch, that ride sucks.
They put up.
I'll be generous and give it a D, but
They-
just know it belongs in F.
I just think that they put so much work into the way that the queue looks and the whole setup of how it looks outside, and then you go on the ride, and then you're just sitting in a fucking
Car, right?
and the bus, yeah, with the 2
Mhm.
fucking screens next to you, and it just I don't know, it just feels so lazily done in my opinion.
Yep.
I think the animatronic at the end is really cool. The queue is cool. I like the part where people could scare you and like
Go on the wait,
like,
yeah.
and throw their hands out or whatever, and make noises. I think that's pretty funny. The line's always way too long, and if you want to throw it in F, I'm not gonna fight it. I think it's a very disappointing ride.
You're all whack.
Wait,
It does not belong in F.
I'll put it in D.
D.
I'll
That's
throw it.
my final offer.
I mean,
You're gonna go high. You really like these rides.
yeah. Me
Okay.
personally, I would probably put it at C. I would put it at a solid C. Because I like seeing the simulation of the thing. I think it's really cool. Everything is about it. There's no fault. The whole it's a copy of other. It doesn't deteriorate. Of
Well,
what
no,
the actual
that's
ride
the
Kong's
is.
not a
original.
copy.
That's the original.
Okay, then to me, I
but
still
to
don't see
me,
the problem.
it's one of the worst rides ever fucking made, dude. Like that is dog shit.
You're gonna put that below Jimmy Fallon, the Carousel, all the other. Oh no, I'm sorry. I think you put the Carousel F, right?
I would,
we put the carousel.
To be honest,
last.
I'd rather you haven't rode Jimmy Fallon, so for all you fucking know, you could love it, and you could be like, "Yo, it's not D tier, it's fucking B or A tier."
You're right.
But
So that's even more of a reason.
but
for
like,
me.
I'd rather ride fucking Transformers. I'd
Well-
rather ride Woody Woodpecker 1,000 times. I'd rather ride the Hogwarts Express.
You'd rather ride Woody Woodpecker than the Kong.
Yeah,
For me, my main thing with Kong is that since they have such
it's so boring.
they have with their animatronic at the end, it makes me really wish they did animatronics and really built out sets that you can go through and make it an actual fucking big ass cool ride. But it just felt very rushed and lazy, and that's what I don't like about it. Is they're leaning way too heavily on these motion what's the thing? These motion
little-
rides or
yeah.
whatever work because they're easy to make, they're cheaper to make, and you could just shit them out. And that's why I'm not as huge of a fan of Kong Skull Island compared to like Jurassic Park, which might be outdated, but it has way more character and feel to it. Like,
to me, it just seems like they tried to make a like do you remember the subway ride? I think it was like Disaster, where you go
Yes,
through and it floods.
I love this.
I think they were trying to make something like that, but that is like you have like actual shit going on in your environment. It's not just a screen with shit happening on the screen and then it rides.
So you're more upset by the fact that it's a screen.
Well, it just has nothing. It brings nothing to the table. If it was a set, if something was happening and you're moving through and the fucking thing is moving and
so again, it's because it's a screen.
Yeah, the screen looks like shit. It looks like shit.
I also think that these rides kind of go against what Universal was originally supposed to be doing, which is you're building movie sets for people to kind of go through and feel like you're in the movie. I don't feel like I'm in Kong when I have two screens and you can clearly see the root, like the ceiling is not part of a set or anything. There's no nothing. It's literally just two screens, and it defeats the whole purpose, in my opinion. Compared to rides like Harry Potter and stuff like that. So I'll go D.
Yeah.
If you want to go C for him, and Retribution for Fast and Furious, I'm fine with that too.
No.
Okay.
D tier it is.
Dumb as hell.
I'd rather put Fast and Furious in C tier.
I mean, to me, I also agree, but whatever.
No. Kong has at least like way more aesthetic.
You've never seen.
Fast and Furious.
Okay.
Yo, shut your ass up.
All right. So now we got I don't know the exact name of it, but it's a Dr. Seuss train ride.
Oh, the one
ride.
that takes you around.
Seuss, above.
And then it talks about the other sides of the parks.
Yeah, it's cool. I'd give that like a D or a C. It's cool.
A C? Really? That's the one you'll give a C on?
Yep. I'd rather ride that than Kong.
You never ride it.
I would. Also
This is literally like the people mover. It's a ride to sleep.
I'd also rather ride it than Kong, personally.
So what'd you gonna give it?
C.
I'm fine if you put it in D, but I would put it in C.
Hunter, what do you think? If you put it in D, you're giving him the satisfaction. If you put it in C, you take that away from him.
It's an F. I'm never one in the mood to go on that ride at all.
I like it. It's chill.
I like it, yeah. You can throw it in D. There's not much that happens on it. That's fine.
All right.
Give him that. Give him a little.
And now we have Dudley Do Ride's Ripsaw Falls.
I have my flag on this.
Rips. Is that the log?
Yo.
Oh, okay. That's the one that terrified me because I didn't realize there's no seat besides just holding onto the.
No. There is a seatbelt now.
Oh, there is.
Yeah,
now?
there is.
Okay, before when I went, there was
when you did it, it did. That's me and you talked about it, where you were like, "Oh, I remember there being a thing about there being no seatbelts." You sink in very low into your log, and then they have like a little thing that goes over your lap. Now,
Yeah.
they had to change it. Before it didn't.
Yeah,
have that.
that's what I remember when it didn't have it before.
Yeah. They didn't have it before, but they do now. To me, and you guys are gonna heavily disagree. That's fine. This is my favorite ride in Islands Adventure. This is right here. Because I love water rides.
Are you high?
I don't give a fuck.
Are you fucking high?
Love this ride.
Why?
Love it so much.
Why?
I like water rides. I like log flume.
It's barely even a water ride.
What do
you're
you mean?
on the water, but like
No, it has like 2 or 3 drops. It has way more to it than Splash Mountain does. And on top of that, Splash Mountain has better theming. Don't get me wrong, but Ripsaw Falls is way more fun to me because it does way more than most log flume rides. So for me, I would give Ripsaw, to me, an S to an A. But I know you guys aren't going to do that. So like, I think
it's a good ride.
It's a way better ride than Popeye, Harry Potter, Doctor Doom, Cat in the Hat, and the River Adventure. I'd way rather ride that than the River Adventure. To me, personally. I'd rather ride that more than fucking Men in Black. Alien Attack. But you guys are different from me. And I think Juan's going to rate it lower because last time I tricked him onto it because he's like, I won't get that wet, right? And I was like, no. He sat in the front like you were talking about, and he got obliterated. And he was like, what the fuck? It's like, why'd you make me ride this ride? And he was like, never again. And ever since then, I'm like, anyone want to ride Ripsaw Falls with me? And you guys like, ride it alone.
He goes alone.
Ride it by yourself.
Where are you going to get this, Carlos?
It's a good
rate
ride.
It however you want.
I would give it a B. A solid B.
I'll take that.
B for bitch. All right, put it on.
I'd give it a B because it's not a bad ride. I remember it being kind of fun. The stuff that you go through is fun. That drop does look intimidating. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't like getting fucking wet. So that's why where I'm biased.
I'm fine. Honestly, I am fine with a B though.
Okay, I'll take
All right, because I don't hate it as much as like Popeyes and stuff. Definitely, like you said, I do enjoy it a little more. I'm not. I don't know how you're gonna put it in S rank, but
I just have a lot of fun with that ride. Like it's designed to fuck you over like Popeye, but in a much more fun way where like I get more of that thrill because the drop is way bigger than people think it is because when it goes like kind of, I don't want to say underground, but it goes lower because you go below like a house. So the drop is to me even bigger than Splash Mountain. So like when you drop it, it's a big ass fucking drop compared to Jurassic Park, which the building is taller, is really tall, but the drop isn't actually as big as you think it is.
Yeah. So last but not no, it's not last actually.
Yeah, because we have a couple.
Yeah.
That we have to add.
Storm Force accelerators. That's the one next to Hulk.
It's teacups.
Trash.
I have fun with it, but it's teacups.
Trash. F tier.
Sure. I don't care.
that's a classic.
It's not a classic actually.
You want to put it higher?
No.
Okay, there you go.
All right.
It's there with Fast and Furious.
So these two
That's
aren't
the problem. God,
Shut up. These two aren't on the list, but we're gonna add them anyways.
Again, you're putting teacups with. Go on. What's the fucking last?
I
two?
have more fun on teacups.
No,
At
you
least you're
don't.
doing
No,
something.
you don't.
At least you're
No, you
doing
don't.
something.
Okay,
No, you're not.
now this is where I'll agree with Juan. I'd rather go on Fast and Furious than the Storm Force.
That's fine. I won't jump down your throat about it, Juan.
We got two that are not on here. I think it's two. We have
right?
no.
Oh.
Yes. But Hagrid's is the main one. Hagrid's, that's the motorcycle one.
Okay.
Unless you want to add Poseidon's Fury also.
No.
No.
Please, can we please?
No.
I love Poseidon's Fury
I
with
don't.
Darkanon.
That's the show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's so stupid that it's fucking
Easy S
hilarious.
Hagrid's to me is S, no questions asked. To me, that is one of the best rides that you could possibly
Yeah,
go
I'd
on.
throw it in S.
My only problem with being an S rank is the weight on it. Because when we last time
I
we
don't
rode
give
it,
a
the
fuck about
only
the rank.
reason why we were as good is because we rode it twice in the same span of because
be-
it made that error.
To be fair,
If it wasn't that, I know we wouldn't have.
I don't
as
give a
good
shit about
time.
the line. Yeah.
the one time we rode it was good because the ride, the one thing I will give Hagrid is at least it's long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're getting your time out of it. Like, so at least it's not like fucking the Gringotts Bank ride where it's over in like a minute. Like, at
Yeah.
least that ride gives you a good
I
amount of
won't.
meat.
I won't fight you if you want to put it S rank, but me personally, I'll keep it at A.
No,
I'm
I would
S.
put it in
Yeah,
S.
S.
To me, that is like the best, one of the best rides I have ridden. Period.
I would say, I would say that's probably the best ride out of both parks.
And
Even though it's
then
not my favorite.
last would be the Velocicoaster.
That's you.
I'm the only one that has ridden it,
Mm-hmm.
and to me, that is the best ride in
Oh, okay.
all of Universal Islands of Adventure.
Oh, okay. But from both rides or no? Or from both parks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, from both parks. Okay.
It looks like the best ride out of both parks.
It's
I know Robert said he really liked it too. So
It's violent. It is. That is a ride that gives you anxiety. It pushes your adrenaline. It is terrifying, but a lot of fun. And I rode it twice, and that is one of the only rides that when I got off, I'm like, "Fuck!" I kind of feel sick. Like, it is really good, and I love that ride. So to me, that is an S tier ride. That is the best ride out of all of them.
I mean, I won't fight you because I heard nothing but good things from it. So
it looks dope as hell.
even though I haven't seen it,
And then Poseidon's Fury, S rank.
easy.
No.
Duh, jokes hilarious.
The
Costume
tunnel,
design.
the tunnel of water.
Woo!
That's the only thing people remember from that that show.
Yeah.
The tunnel of water. They don't remember my boy Darkanon. In all seriousness, I'd put Poseidon's Fury in like D or C.
Yeah, that's fine. Probably D,
See,
but that's not a ride. So,
I mean, Disney we included shows.
yeah,
Just kidding.
but the tier list included them. But that is our tier list.
Mm-hmm. But so real quick, fire them off. Old rides that got closed down. So Jaws, where would that go on here?
Beat A.
C.
The smell of gas.
C.
I'll go like B.
Yeah.
Disaster.
D. Sorry. No, that's the subway one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like a C.
You?
I'd probably go C also. Yeah.
What? I love that ride. That's a B
Oh
or
yeah,
A.
it's awesome. But
Oh yeah, we didn't. I've never done the Fear Factor thing.
I'd never done it either. So.
I've done it once. It's meh.
Twister. I would throw in B.
B.
That ride used to scare the shit out of me as a kid.
What?
Okay.
What?
Well,
Did the cow?
I'll give it
move?
C.
What the fuck?
I'll give it
That's
C.
what scares you? No, that's
You
D.
can throw it in C.
I'll give it C.
D. You're in like a show. That scared you?
Yeah, I'll
When
give
I was
it.
a kid, yeah.
The Cat in the
I
Hat
was
scared you
scared-
too?
I was scared of tornadoes. Cat in the Hat scares me now. A random cat guy shows up with your mom leaves? How's that not terrifying?
You let him in. Yo, what a party.
I wouldn't let him in.
Yep. C.
What else?
Dueling Dragons.
Oh, Dueling Dragons is S.
S. Yeah. S
easy.
tier.
Especially before it turned to shit. Like when they didn't
When
launch
it
them
didn't
at
fire
the
at the
same
same
time.
time,
But
yeah.
when they launched them at the same time, that was easy S rank. That
Yeah,
was probably
agreed.
my favorite.
Back to the Future. B tier for me.
Yeah,
But I love Back
the
to the
DeLorean
Future.
is the best part.
It's a D. It's whatever.
The Terminator ride was good too.
I never
that
rode on
was a
Terminator.
show. It was okay. It was whatever. I think that's it.
Slime Time Live.
Sounds like an S tier show, but
I went on it.
Oh, did you really?
the Jimmy Neutron show, I guess.
I never read it.
I never
It's
rode
okay.
it.
Whatever. D tier. But yeah. So I think that is our list. Let us know what you guys think. If you guys want to do your own, link it to us. That'd be cool. If not, that's cool too.
Hopefully they'll put Fast and Furious above it.
Yeah.
Put Fast and Furious.
Let us know how you feel about the Fast and Furious and Kong ride. Disappoint us or don't disappoint us. Disappoint Juan. Whatever you
y'all
prefer to
disappointed
do.
the most. They can't do nothing else.
Just let us know down below in the comments. Shoot us a message on Instagram. No one will, but it's okay. We like to think. But do you want to read them off or?
So our S rank would be, or we'll go F. The Carousel, whatever the fuck it's called. Fast and Furious, Despicable Me, Minions Mayhem, Storm Force, and then in D tier we have Jimmy Fallon, Transformers, Woody Woodpecker, Hogwarts Express, One Fish, Two Fish, Red Fish, Blue Fish,
Fucking hard work.
the what is it? The pterodactyl
Yeah.
flyers, Kong, Skull Island or whatever, the train thing for the Seuss thing that takes you around. C
Trade thing.
is
Eat
E.T. Shrek 4D. What was that? Fly of the Hippogriff.
Yep.
And the Simpsons Ride. B is the Bilge Rat Barges, the Popeye ride. Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. Doctor Doom's Fearfall. Cat in the Hat. Jurassic Park River Adventure. And Dudley Do-Ride's Ripsaw Falls. And A tier, we have Spider-Man, The Mummy, Gringotts, Escape from Gringotts, sorry. Men in Black Alien Attack. And did we have one of the...
No.
No, they were both S. And then S tier is the Riptide Rocket, the Incredible Hulk, Velocicoaster, and Hagrid. So all the roller coasters.
Yeah.
That are the big boy roller coasters, not the small
Yeah.
ones. So
But yeah, that is our podcast for today.
feel free to subscribe. Any support for the channel will be deeply appreciated. We appreciate you just clicking on the video or just watching it. Like you said, leave a comment down below. Let us know how we did. Let us know what you thought about our tier list. If you hate it, if you love it. We are available audio wise on any podcast platform that you could think of. People who listen to us on the podcast, you can watch the visual on YouTube and support the channel that way. And follow us on Instagram.
Yep.
And yeah, that should be it. I'm Hunter.
Carlos.
Yeah, I'm Juan.
And Fast and Furious sucks. All right, bye.
The Rock's better.